There's a good face. That was a good face. I don't know what I'm doing there or why I'm doing it. But yeah. Let me turn the music on. Alright. So yeah, it's about one of those times that I'm letting you know the plans of stuff. So yeah, uh, this month I took things rather lightly. Uh, Only dropped a handful of videos and streamed a little bit. That was on purpose. Okay. Simply put, I'm focusing a lot more on real life stuff, but still making time for content. Yeah. I think I shouldn't delay the festivities any longer. So yeah. Let's start off with the big thing. The big thing is that, you guessed it, probably, Credit Quest is coming back. We ended the last batch partway through December, I believe. And I've taken a break from that for a little while. It's time for them to come back. What games are being done this time? Well, once again, it will be daily uploads. However, I'm only doing 5 games this time, not 7 unique games. It was just a super big coincidence the last time that I was able to get the games to match up the way they did. Anyhow, yeah. So let me just start off by saying that the Credit Quest will resume. I didn't hit the wrong button, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Credit Quest will resume this Sunday. This coming Sunday, 2 days from now. Credit Quest will be back up and going every single day. So that at least every day there will be some Reaper to enjoy. Yeah. So what games am I playing this time? Well, on Sunday and Tuesday, Sunday and Tuesday will be a game that I have played on the channel before. A couple of times already. One time as a weird departure for one series, and then another time was the birth of a new series that has really blossomed into something quite special on this channel. But I'll get into that later. But yeah, the game in question is PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Yeah, it's time to finally deep dive into that game, see what all the hubbub is about, if the hate is really justified. And I'm almost halfway done recording that game. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if I can defend that one, but you know, as time goes on, maybe. My hair is just being rebellious today. It's just not. Doesn't want to play nice. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just gonna fidget around with that the whole time. Don't worry. It's not like hey, at least it's not as bad as Dan's hair. Dan's hair has a mind of its own. Okay. Like, I can kind of control mine. His hair is just whatever it feels like being that day. Anyhow. So yeah, that is the Sunday and Tuesday series. On Monday, we begin... well, I mean, I've already began chipping away at a group of sequels that I teased a long time ago with VF2. The next game on that list that I'm going to be tackling is Mortal Kombat 2. Yeah. Once Legacy Collection came out, I was like, I'm going to have to play MK2, aren't I? Spoiler alert, I did not buy MK Legacy Collection for that credit quest. Turns out I didn't need to. I explain it very well in the first episode, so I'm not gonna delve too much into it here. But let's just say that Mortal Kombat 2 is not gonna be what you expect it to be. You know, if you expect it to just be me screaming at this camera and breaking stuff every episode, that's not gonna happen. And I made sure to take countermeasures against it. I'm really glad I was able to, because you know, Mortal Kombat is one of those series I've had trepidation with doing, at least the early ones, for just being just the most impossible game, some of the most impossible games, without very specific exploits. But fortunately, this time around, I'm not gonna have to go that far. That's not to say that I made the game trivial. You know, I kind of just put a bandage on a bullet wound, if that makes any sense. Like, it's still going to be utter hell to get through, but I made it tolerable, and I'm already halfway done recording Mortal Kombat 2. Like, it's actually the most progress I've gotten on a game so far, which is crazy. You would think that I wouldn't want to subject myself to that much MK2, but alas, I have. So, yeah. That tells you a lot about me, don't it? Yeah. So, anyhow, I already said Tuesday, so we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. On Wednesdays, we will have the game I will have the most struggle with in this batch. I'm just putting that right up front and center. This is the game that's going to make me go the craziest. And that is Double Dragon for the Neo Geo. It's a game I almost canceled at the last minute. And then the first few episodes got recorded, and I'm like, fuck, these are actually pretty funny. So I can't get rid of them. Like, it's a lot of anger, but it's also, like, not such blinding anger that it ruins everything. So I'm just at a crossroads with it. I'm just like, you know what? I'll let y'all have it. I mean, I was able to temper every other game to a point. So Double Dragon, I'm allowing it. I'm allowing it to just kick the ever-loving shit out of me. So, yeah. I hope y'all enjoy it. I'm gonna have to record more of it tomorrow. And, you know, I'll try my damnedest. I'll try. I'll try to keep my sanity intact. But there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee of it. But just know that the rage will start strong in 2026. At least a little bit. Anyhow, on Thursday and Saturday, we finally return to Street Fighter. However, not with Alpha 3. I am dodging Alpha 3 a little bit. I know. I get that. I understand that I'm ignoring Alpha 3. That's for good reason. That's because Alpha 3 has so many characters that it's like, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to, you know... Like, Alpha 3 might be a game where it's like, I need 3 days in a week to get that done in, like, a succinct amount of time. Like, otherwise, like, Alpha 3 would take up, like, a third of a year by itself. Like, yeah, I can't do that. So instead, I will be doing Street Fighter EX. Yeah, technically it's gonna be EX plus Alpha because that has the whole roster. Like, the complete roster. But I'm gonna be labeling it as just Vanilla EX because, you know, it'll make the title less, you know, less wordy, you know. Yeah, I have played Street Fighter EX a handful of times, but, it'll finally be, like, a deep dive into it. I've already recorded a couple sessions of it. Thankfully, a certain somebody is not going to fly in and ruin everything. That's what I got scared of when I started doing it, and then I did the Chun-Li video, and I was like, oh, God. Is this gonna happen every time? No. I think I've successfully dodged that bullet. So, yeah. And if you want to watch some rage, go watch that Chun-Li Legacy video where I fought Akuma. But I think I've dodged the Akuma bullet this time. So, Street Fighter EX will be a lot more bearable than initially anticipated. So, yeah. So, that's 6 days out of the week taken care of. But what about Friday? What about Friday? Friday, I'll be playing one of my personal childhood favorite games. I'm finally giving myself a little treat by grabbing this relic from my childhood. Better yet, I can actually go grab the physical copy right now. There's a ballad in it. And I can get it out of my shelf! There it is. Yeah! It's time, baby! Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee! Freaking love this game. This is my actual copy from back in the day. And yeah. It's certainly something. So yeah, I have a cool idea for this game. Yeah, I'm already partway through recording this, and yeah, I'm gonna have a good time with this game. No, there's gonna be very little rage in here, I'll tell you. I'm just saying, because this game brings me back to my happy place. Brings me back to my youth! Can't get mad at that. So, yeah. That's the current batch of Credit Quest games. Yeah. My man commenting about Rido. All this time later after I dropped that video. So yeah. So now that I've gotten the credit quests out of the way, that's the immediate future. What about other videos? What about edited works? In January, I dropped quite a few of them. I did 2 corruptions videos. Oh my, the song just cut itself off. Okay, that's I didn't expect that. Oh well, next song. Yeah. So yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, I did 2 corruptions videos. Because I did 2 in January, I'm not going to be doing any corruptions in February. Because I already have my quote-unquote big videos already made for the month. Save for one that I need to record. I think I'll be doing that later tonight. Which will be, I'll just let you in on that now. When I talked about FGF coming back, like when I did that Goodman episode in December of 2025, that lit a fire in me like never before to really get the series back on track. And then yesterday, I dropped the Taboo video. So yeah, I have a plan because 2026 has a milestone in it, a milestone I never thought I would get to, but here we are. In September of this year, it will be the 10-year anniversary of Fighting Game Freakout. From the old channel to now. Yeah. I'm not joking. So, I'm going to attempt every month for this year, with the exception of April, or whichever month it happens to fall on, where I take a break. There will be a new FGF episode. 1. And it'll also help me finally kill Season 3, get it over with, and then once that happens, I think I'll take the rest of the year after the final episode of Season 3. I'll take the rest of the year off from FGF, so that, I'm not constantly torturing myself with it. But yeah, 2026 is really going to be the year of FGF's comeback. And, with the last few episodes I've done, it really feels like these are episodes that should have been done already. Like, Goodman felt like an episode straight out of, 2019, 2020, like that era. And then the Taboo episode feels like an episode from, 2022, 2023. Somewhere in there. They feel like just episodes, they somehow capture that, that past aura really, really well. Even though I recorded them very recently, which is craziness. But, yeah. At the end of February, there will be a new Fighting Game Freakout episode. I think the last day. Yeah, the final day of February, there will be another Fighting Game Freakout. And is it? Or, I know, that's not the, I was about to say, is it a leap year? No, it's not. Yeah. So yeah. And the other big video I did was the Reaper ranks of the FGFs, where I kind of alluded to a lot of these things. So yeah, go check that out if they got the time for it. the FGF Reaper ranks, I don't blame you if you skip out on that, because it's a long video. It is very long. So I don't blame you if you skipped out on it. But, yeah. The Taboo episode, please go watch that. I implore you, check out that video after you're done here. Because, that episode, like, I'll have to let it simmer for a little while. You know, I don't want recency bias to affect me that much. But, like, I feel like it's one of the stronger episodes. Like, so yeah, if only YouTube wasn't taking such a turn against long form stuff. But I can't really control that. So yeah. Yeah, next month the Rex tournament will continue. I already have pretty much the whole tournament filmed besides the finals. But I'm gonna space them out. I'm not gonna just spam Rex tournament because, you know, I want each round to feel a little more special. But I do have more of that tournament in the barrel, ready to go. So if I need to post more of it, I can. But right now, I'm gonna try to pace myself with it. But yeah. Duel of Destiny. I'm gonna keep it going every week, at least for the month of February, because recently we had, I think the newest episode was Tekken Tag Tournament 2, which we finally got Tekken. After all this time, we finally got a Tekken game. You know, took long enough, right? But yeah, I already have the next few Duels of Destiny edited and ready to go. So yeah, along with Credit Quest coming back on Sunday, Duel of Destiny will be moving from Tuesday to Sunday, and then the Thursday premieres will be moved to Saturday. So there'll be a bit more of a gap between like the bigger videos, but transversely, you'll have Credit Quest to bridge those gaps. So it won't be too terribly bad. So yeah, there is one more video that I have yet to edit that will be dropping on Valentine's Day. Let's just say that it's a video that's been a long time coming, and it is the much needed retribution that Dan has been trying to get at me for a while. There may be some difficulties with it, but I'll figure them out before the video comes out. And, you know, I had something else planned in case it fell through, but we managed to get it done. So it's coming out on Valentine's Day. So that, you know, even though him and I probably won't be able to celebrate the holiday, you know, that time, you know, every day feels like it with him anyway, so that doesn't really concern us, but at least that video will be there in spirit for that. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Duel of Destiny will keep running until March, and then after March we'll take a little bit of a break from it because it'll be like the next prize cycle. But I think around the time, probably a little bit before EVO starts, because I think EVO starts in June this year? It's starting a lot earlier than expected, but I'm pretty sure EVO France is there to like fill like that like fall winter end of the year for all the fighting games. So yeah, but probably around like April, May-ish, we'll be taking a break from Duel of Destiny, just so that, you know, It doesn't feel too stale, but at the exact same time, like, these videos have been sitting on my computer for a while, and they need to get out. But I don't want to flood them all at once, you know? I want it to be a semi-regular thing. Like, at least having them be weekly will be good for me to just, you know, get them out faster. So, by the end of March, like, I haven't figured out what other edited videos I'll have to crunch the numbers, like, because I know I'll have I know on March I want to do a Corruptions. I have yet to record it, though. I know another FGF will be dropping then. I'll just have to figure out what else to put on the other 2 Saturdays. But, you know, that's neither, you know, I'll figure that out by, like, mid-February. And then, yeah. I think April is when, like, April and a little bit of May is gonna be, like, the next, like, rest period for the channel. Actually, okay, I do have an idea. I think, there's something I do have. Yeah. I'll have to figure out which one of them I want to do, but I think it's about time for another Credit Quest highlight montage. I'll just have to decide the game. I think I know what game I want to do for that highlight montage. So yeah, like I've been storing a lot of the raw footage of the Credit Quest, but recently I've been getting rid of a lot of it just so I can free up a bit more hard drive space, so that I can just you know, go full steam ahead with everything else, you know, because I'm starting to get closer to, like, having only, like, 200 gigabytes open, and that's, like, I kind of don't want that to be the way. Plus, you know, I think that's been partially affecting my computer's performance, so hopefully that should make streaming a lot better. Which, speaking of which, live streams. I know they've been terribly inconsistent. I know. A lot of that is just due to me and the job I have right now, and me just literally not having the energy to even want to go live. And the series I have been trying to go live with, you know, I know the next stream I'll probably do is continuing Marathon of Misery. I know Marathon of Misery has also taken a bit of a backseat after episode 50, which, holy fuck, episode 50. But yeah, if I can get into a system where I can do like a Misery stream and then something else, and then kind of get into that rhythm, you know, that'll help to, you know, get Season 3 of Marathon of Misery done faster, because I don't want Season 3 of Marathon of Misery to drag like Season 2 did, because, I mean, how long has it been since Balan Wonderworld? I'm gonna check that right now. Because if it's been super long... 6 months! Oh my god, where is this time gone? I grant you there was a giant gap between Microcosm and Combat Basketball, but, you know, yeah, that was a different situation entirely, you know, but, yeah, I can't allow Season 3 of Marathon of Misery to drag like Season 2 did. Like, there was zero excuse for that to happen. So, yeah. I hope by this year I can finish both FGF Season 3 and Marathon of Misery Season 3. And then by, like, 2027, we can just start fresh on, like, everything. Which would be super, super cool. But that also leads me to a few things. Number one is Rapture randomizers. I'm going to continue doing them. The last randomizer stream I did got copyrighted. I don't care. I don't care. The stream was awful. I will not hold you there. It was a really bad stream. And the fact that it got claimed was just like, you know what? Fine. Fine. You know what? I'm okay with this. It's like when the first episode of Fighting Game Freakout got age restricted. I'm just like, I don't care, honestly. You know, it means less people are likely to see that, and they'll watch something that's better. So, you know, I'm not too shook over it. See, did this person need to put a nice fade out on the song? Like, come on, man. But yeah. Yeah. So, the main thing I want to try to push is more streams. I want to try to get more streams done. That being said, you know, with all the live stuff that's going on, don't expect any, like, real consistency. But I'm just gonna tell you the ideas for streams that I have, because, I think I'm finally getting somewhere with where I want to approach the streams. So I have Misery. That's sorted out. Randomizers, I have more games in the barrel for that. So, and like all the thumbnails and whatnot are already all taken care of. So it's just a matter of you know, actually doing them. So, you know, much like Misery, those are pretty much ready to be done. You know, I just gotta, you know, be in the mood to do it. But then after that, I have 2 more stream series that, you know, I'm gonna try to do, but if they don't wind up happening, then oh well. So yeah, the first one is the return of Devil's Advocate. I think I said in a previous video or stream or what have you that Devil's Advocate, the way I was doing it before, you know, it wasn't doing it for me, and you know, I felt kind of conflicted with how it was going, and then freaking Psychonauts just went and ruined everything. it decimated my desire to continue running that format. But in that, I realized, I can do something with this. I have an opportunity here to do something different. Not only that, it also allows me to bring another series back from the dead. So here's the premise I have for the new Devil's Advocate, and it also means, much like Duel of Destiny being a true collaborative work with Dan, the new Devil's Advocate will be a collaborative effort between the two of us. So, essentially the premise is, we have a group of games that we've each handpicked, and then on a stream, I will give the first stream will be me giving a game to Dan for him to play, and it'll be just him playing the game that stream. And you know, we can do multiple streams of a game. You know, I don't think, you know, I don't know if there'll be an obligation for us to beat games on it. You know, I want to make completing games not super important. You know, I don't want that to be a thing that, you know, detracts from the experience, because that was also a thing that kind of dissuaded me from doing the old format of Devil's Advocate, you know, having to finish games when I'm not really enjoying them, like with Metal Gear or Psychonauts, you know, just made the overall experience of like getting them into editing and doing all that just not a fun time. You know, it made the overall process just way too brutal. And I really don't want to go through that again. It'll with this new format of Devil's Advocate, it can be a whole lot looser. I don't think it won't be as necessary to turn it into a video. So, you know, we can just kind of shoot the shit with it. And for the most part, we can just play games that we enjoy. Like, it'll basically be like, hey, I really like this game. I'm gonna let you try it, and then see if you enjoy it. You know, we'll work it out across the streams, but pretty much that's my idea for Devil's Advocate going forward. Is having it be more about suggesting games to each other, you know, to have that communal experience. And then, yeah, that basically allows that series to be split between the two of us. No more Rex tournament? Lol, hi. Chaozi... Chaozi... I don't know how to pronounce your name. Chowzidis? Is that it? Chowzidis. The Rex tournament is continuing. Don't worry. In like, I want to say a couple weeks, the next part will be coming out. I just don't want to like spam it. You know what I mean? Because like that's the last thing I want to do is just start spamming something a whole lot. You know, I want to space things out and have there be like a little bit of anticipation between each thing. So yeah, but rest assured that that tournament will be continuing. So, you know, I pretty much have no plans to cancel anything right now. Like, I know it'll be a lot of stuff to juggle, but, you know, a fire in me has been lit like never before, and I'm just gonna keep rocking it, baby. You know, like, I've been seeing 2026 as like the year for me to just lock TF in. And, you know, regardless of the results, you know, I'm just gonna go all out. And so swing for those fences. You know, every metaphor you can possibly think of for, you know, going for trying. So, yeah. It's difficult. It's even in Portuguese. Even I from Brazil to you. Wow, Brazil mentioned. The pronunciation of the name is Cheetos. Chazitos. I don't know. I have quite a few Brazilian fans and people I've collaborated with. So yeah, I appreciate you and all my Latin American viewers and everyone that stops by. Like it's actually wild how many different places I know people from. Like freaking, I've met Maori before who lives in New Zealand. You know, I got a whole bunch of friends on the East Coast as well as the West Coast. Freaking AD is in South Korea. You know, some people from the UK. That, like, it's crazy. Like, it still blows my mind, just even for something as an operation as small as mine, I can still get that kind of reach. You know what I mean? Like, the world's a beautiful place, and I come from all those places, and I'm glad I can just share, you know, my heart and my soul and the things I love with everyone, which is the goal with a lot of the shows I do. You know, is to showcase that heart and that passion I have for things, even if it doesn't turn out the way I expect it to half the time. So yeah, there's that. Anyhow, the last live stream series that I have planned is one that I have been tinkering with and screwing around a lot with. It's kind of hard for me to see things from abroad because I don't know how to react. In Brazil, we laugh on the internet with a K sound, but I know that's wrong here. Yeah. Is that where Cammy Player gets it? Is that where he gets it? That must be a cultural thing. Hey, you know, that's how you guys rock it. Then, you know, who am I to judge? You know, like, I know I have my eccentricities and my astigmatisms and words that absolutely do not mean what I intend them to mean. But, like, you know, everyone's unique in that way. And that's beautiful, man. Like, you know, they're it just helps to make those bonds more special. You know, and it makes those interactions so much more gripping and interesting, and you know, that gives me the desire to want to make more things and show what's on my mind. And you know, I know the last couple years for me, frankly, have been a little rough, but now that I'm finally starting to kind of pull myself out of that darkness, you know, I'm really starting to see, like, I'm starting to see the good side. You know, like, that's one of those lessons my mom taught me. And you know, we had our moments of disagreement, but that's one of those moments where, god damn it, she was not wrong. She was not wrong at all. She had that nail on that. If I had a PC, I'd call you over so you could play Smash Rex. Even though the minimum requirements to run the game, my PC is crappy. Yeah, mine is too. You know, fortunately, I've gotten Rex to a place where I can run it, you know, somewhat comparably. But that also requires me to pull a lot of strings to make it happen. And even in, like, the later Rex recordings, the game still doesn't run perfectly. You know, my PC has been... I've had this PC for, what, almost 11 years now, I think? Like, 11, possibly even 12 years at this point. And it's still alive. And it's still making stuff. So, you know, I'll take that in stride. Anyhow, the last stream series, I've been tinkering with it a lot, and it is one that I think you guys will be excited for. I am not excited for it, but it's one that I should just start. And now that I finally figured out what I want for it, I'll have more of an inclination to want to try it. Yeah. It's bad to use the translator. It makes my messages too formal. Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. So yeah, don't worry about it. As long as I understand the like, I get what you're saying. But this is also an environment to be, like, I'm not normally this professional about things. I'm not. Like, if you watch some of the other videos, like, things quickly go downhill in terms of, like, professionalism, but at the same time, it's funny. So, I don't see it as very much of a bad thing. But with these update streams, I try to keep things as, you know, succinct and professional as I can. But also, this has been entirely unscripted. Like, I don't write a script for these things because I don't feel like it. So that's why it feels a bit stream of conscious-y. but at the same time, you know, if you can harness it, then it's not necessarily a bad thing, especially because now more than ever, things really need the human element. And they're like, it needs to feel like it has a heart. It needs to feel like it has a soul. And my things certainly have that. Probably not in the way I intend them to go, but it's unmistakably me. And I can't force that, you know. And that's just how it's been my whole time on here. Like, if I do get to a point where I can make like higher quality videos, like I'll still try to keep them as authentic as I can. You know, because at the end of the day, like, for the most part, the person behind the stuff is me. You know, and Dan has had a little bit of a hand in it before, you know, but Dan more or less is he's an accessory. That's terrible. That's Taisha. Dan, I'm sorry. Okay? You're not an accessory to me. You're so much more than that. But, like, in the way you are in in these videos and the streams and whatnot, like, that's essentially that's just empirically what he is. But let it be known that I see him more than an accessory. What am I talking about? Oh my god, that's horrible. That's gonna be the one takeaway from this video. Not any of the information that I've given out, but the real feelings that Reaper Vegas has for his boyfriend Dan. If there were YouTube tabloids, I'd be running my way to those. Oh, fuck. Okay. Alright. Before I die of a brain aneurysm, yeah, I won't give the title away of the new stream series, but I do want to try to start it soon. The first game I have in mind for it is a game I've done before as a video. So, you know, I'll keep things a little vague. Just a tiny bit. Unless I have to change it. I'm gonna Google it right now. Because I very much might have to change it. But it is a game I have done for the channel before. But not just playing it. Okay, I don't have to change it. Okay. So yeah, I don't know when I'll start those streams and what have you. The main thing is I want to get the next Marathon of Misery stream. Like that's the first stream I want to do after this one, is get Misery back on track, because again it's starting to get a little bit lengthy between this and episode 50. Between that and episode 50. So, you know. Let's just say that it's about goddamn time that I get back to playing the bad games. I've already revealed it. Men in Black. I played a little bit of Men in Black just to test it. Yeah, that'll certainly be a stream to look forward to when I get around to it. I want to get that done. I think next week I'll be able to do it. Again, it's kind of me weighing out like what I'm doing, like how I feel after I work my job, and what I'm doing with other people and other stuff I have to do during the day. But I should be able to get the Men in Black stream done around like next week. Yeah. Like I should start using community tab posts more for stuff like that, because, you know, I feel like even though I know I shouldn't feel bad about using it. I do feel bad whenever I drop my links in Discord. You know, I feel like I'm that guy. You know, when I'm not trying to be, it's just, you know, I'm letting the people that know me, hey, I'm doing this thing. And then it also is just that nagging feeling of like, you know, you're just using people. And it's like, I'm not trying to do that. So I should probably use a community tab for that, because I think that's the purpose of the thing, you know. The subscription feed is not reliable, but so I feel like I should start using that as more of an avenue to reach out to people. But at the same time, like, fucking, I don't like other social medias. I don't peruse them in that way. So I don't know. I just like making videos, man. I like making videos and streaming and just, you know, doing things my way. You know. And you know, that might be a fault of mine, but it could be worse. It could be a whole lot worse. So yeah. Apart from that, I really don't know what else I can really add to that. I think the first part of 2026, for the most part, I have pretty much all figured out. So yeah. For the record, everything is subject to change. If things come up, you know, I'm willing to delay things or move things forward or whatever. You know, I do have a structure in place, but if it needs to change, I can change it. You know, it's all just dependent on what happens. But right now, for the next couple months, I have a battle plan for what I'm doing, and that should help make things come out a bit more consistently, and we'll be big chillin'. We'll be big chillin', and then we can just focus on doing the things and having a good old fabulous time. So yeah, that's all from me tonight. Short stream. I know it came out a bit earlier than I usually stream, but at the exact same time, like, I should do my streams earlier because of time zones and the like, you know, so that, you know, my East Coasters don't feel like I'm depriving them of things, because, like, I usually stream around 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, and for them that's like 10:30 at night, and they're like, I'm trying to sleep, bro. I'm like, I know, but like, this is on my time. Well, I'm on my time, especially since my sleep schedule, you know, I've been working at fixing it, but my sleep schedule, like, this job I have really fucks with my sleep. So you know, I'm gonna try to get that corrected so that I have more time through the day to make stuff. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this stream, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching, whether you're on the stream or watching the VOD after the fact. I hope to make this the year that we break through and we make contact, and I show the world what I really got. Especially since, again, that 10-year anniversary of FGF, it will, like, I hope I can make an event out of it, but it probably won't be that big of an event, but it'll be in here. Mostly me. Mostly for Reaper. So, yeah. With everything said and done, I have been Reaper Vegas. and I will see you all